Hello, this is Itai Levitin at Forex Live, 25th of September 2024. And this is a long-term Apple stock technical analysis where first I'm looking at this potential developing wedge as seen here by the red lines. Let me just get the marker. So yeah, there it is. And I'm looking at this beginning of the first one, second touch point on that second line, and then one and two. And this is the weekly time frame. And then if I go into the daily time frame, and we see here that I would be at least looking at potential price reaction if and when we either get to the top of this range over here. Okay, I'll show you the range. It's in the yellow rectangle, or just above it, possibly faking out the bulls with a failed breakout at around, we have to see when it gets there, but it's around 241 or so. Okay, this is an orientation because you have to look at smaller time frames when and if that the breakout of the high at 236.96 happens, and then look for reversal patterns according to your strategy. So this is an orientation of what to look at in what area and a possible scenario. I've also got the volume profile here on this range. Okay, this range that I've put, it starts basically here. Okay, one, two, three touch points on the bottom end, and it's only got one touch point. So in this case, the red one, sorry, the the yellow second hasn't happened yet. So we're talking about a speculative range. But if we want to get the early trades, this is what we have to do. And it seems that we may also have a triple top or distribution formation possibly in that area. Doesn't mean that we won't go any higher. As I mentioned, 241, but that is the scenario to look out for. It also very much depends on what the market does, but it seems that the market will also be taking a rest soon. And then possibly during the elections after November, we have to restart and take another look because the market can go up after the elections, after there's more assurance of what's happening. So regarding the that volume profile, you can see that this is the value area high. Okay, this is here the POC, and this is the value area low. So we went, I mean, price basically jumped all the way to this high, retraced almost to the value area high, but also tested these lows. It was enough for buyers that were anxious not to let the price get to the value area high. And then a surge back, almost a double top. This is called the lower double top. And here now we have even a triple top sort of setting. And we may be if price does something like this, okay, and then goes down, then we're looking at this area, the value area high is at about 192, and then that could be also possibly looking at testing again that a third touch point on that wedge. Okay, now do notice that we've got earnings here on October 24th. So it might be worthwhile to look at 2 weeks after the earnings to see how price reaction is upon that earnings. Because it could be that after these earnings, you will see 2 weeks where possibly, even if there's a fake possibly up, you could then see Apple going on about an 18% decline even further, and then buyers might get attractive prices around that value area high. Who knows? It might even cross down the wedge, retest it, and get to the POC at 175, so 176. That's less likely, but during that POC, then and not to mention the value area low, which would be a beautiful buy. At 168, buyers are going to be waiting there, even algos, and even for a short term swing if possible. In short, I think that Apple is close to distribution and possibly a major trend reversal down. I would be looking at the 241 as a possible a point. Do draw these lines on your chart if you're interested. I would look at the earnings, those that are holding before the 24th of October earnings. I would consider diluting part of my position just to mitigate the risk by lowering my position. And do notice the key levels that we mentioned due to the ascending wedge, which is a bearish pattern if it breaks down. And even if it doesn't, this line may be tested again, and there's a double support, thus potential double magnet between the value area high and that line. So do trade at your own risk. Visit Forex Live for additional perspectives, and thank you.